A whole
Yeah, right at
week
9
now.
o'clock too.
Huh? Yeah, right on time. Right on time.
Well, they say there's a first time for everything.
We've been on time once or twice in the past.
Yeah. Just out getting my dinner. Let's open
This is
Twitch.
4 days. Okay. All good. So, did I figure out? New plan B. Tactic. Deleted so many. Oh, is this what I... This is the new one. Yeah. That's what I'll end up using at some point. Nice. There we go. Well, yeah, because I have to change it up every once in a while just to keep it fresh and new. So none of my tactics stagnate. And also, this one doesn't seem to be winning me the clean sheet race, which I want.
Right. We got a cup final to play today too.
Right. That's right.
See how it goes.
Exactly. Yeah. So when does that fall on? Wednesday, 22nd?
Something like that. Wednesday the 15th.
That just went by.
March 15th.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Hi, Trevor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Trevor. 34. Holy crap. Sometimes when I see that, I'm like, has it really been so long? Why do they make it so hard to find Prime button to re-click? I know, they buried it again. Like, it used to be one click. Now it's like 2 or 3. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Very disappointed. My board is supposed to reach the latter stages of the FA Cup. We got knocked out by Arsenal on a replay that I got kicked out of.
I mean,
Relax, guys.
that's a pretty understandable loss, you would think, but boards can be stupid in this game. We know this.
You can tell me that.
Mm.
Let's see. Oh well. Sorry, we'll beat them in the Carabao Cup final.
Right? Oh, wow. I thought that I had one with a DM. I guess I didn't build it with a DM. Must have dreamt it.
So,
Mhm.
hold on.
Okay, I'll wait here.
In the last week,
Mhm.
we had two major football things happen.
Oh,
What was that groan?
because I know what one of them is probably.
Go ahead, take a guess.
Liverpool bottling the league.
Sure, we can go with that, but that
It,
wasn't what I was gonna
it,
say.
it was theirs to lose, and they lost it. Pretty
Well,
much.
that's why you gotta play 38 games, not just 33 or whatever we're at.
Right. Well, I mean, I suppose, yeah. I mean, by that logic, it's not over yet, but it's over. I mean, Everybody knows it.
You
You,
never
you
know.
drop points to Crystal Palace. City isn't going to drop points to anybody else going forward. It's just not going to happen.
Well, not after today's events. No, I don't. I don't think it'll happen.
What happened today?
They got knocked out in the Champions League quarterfinals.
Who did? Oh,
City.
City got knocked out?
Yeah, they got knocked out on penalties to Real Madrid.
Okay, well that's good. I'm actually very glad for that. So I didn't check any of the scores today. I've been literally, honestly, too depressed since Liverpool both dropped a huge match in the Europa League and lost to Crystal Palace. I have not looked at sports since, but I suppose I should.
Really?
Yep,
Oh,
I've been a little upset about it. Well, I
I'm
shouldn't say I
really
haven't
not
looked at
sure.
sports. I've been looking at baseball and hockey. I haven't looked at football since, is what I should have said. So let's see. United is, or sorry, City is out. Good. Arsenal is out. I'm also okay with that. That just means an English team is not winning the Champions League this year.
Correct.
Well, as long as it isn't PSG, at this point, I'm good with whatever.
They've never won it, correct?
PSG has never won it, and we want them to never win. Oh, for fuck's sake, my left back just got injured while I was looking down. Not that if I was paying attention, it would have stopped it, but god damn it, game. I don't need injuries. Nobody needs injuries. So let's see. That means it's Dortmund versus PSG. PSG will absolutely kill Borussia Dortmund. I hate to say it. And Bayern Munich against Real Madrid. Oh, God. Looking at the field, it looks like it's a pretty likely chance PSG will win it.
I don't think Real Madrid will win it.
It's hard to say. They might. They might. I would prefer if they win it. I mean, I'm sick of Real Madrid, but I hate them a lot less than PSG. So yeah, this is a tough one to call. I don't know. Maybe one of those other teams will surprise us too. Maybe Bayern Munich will just go in there and win it out of nowhere, and everybody will be like, "Well, what the hell was that?" Because you know you're not picking them to win anything.
The other bit of news was that Wrexham got promoted to League One.
Yep, they did. Back-to-back promotions. Whoopity doo. There you go. You happy? That's the right way to say it, eh?
And
The dream continues.
oh yeah, definitely.
Uh, well, it made a lot of people there
Yep.
happy, so that's what I guess really matters.
Yeah. Look at Wrexham, the little club that could.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly
In
right.
other footballing news,
Uh,
Bayern Leverkusen has won the Bundesliga.
which is another amazing thing. Geez, you said there was only two things. That's three now, and I added one, so that's four. There's all kinds of things happening.
Wrexham's not worth talking about.
But you just did.
I know. Because either you're gonna find it out eventually, or somebody in chat was gonna talk about it.
You think so?
Possibly.
I don't know. I don't think it was going to happen. I don't think anybody would have brought it up. Most people know better than to say anything about that to you. uh, it's it is what it is. But hey, good for them. That's probably about as far as they're going to go. I think. I mean, the next step is, well, we all know what it's like once you get to League One.
Hmm.
League One is where it starts to get pretty thick, and then of course, then it's the championship, and forget about it. They're even if they got to the championship, they're going to be fighting against relegation, no matter how much money those guys pour into it, because now they're up against people with way more money than them.
Yeah.
Like they may be rich for the level that they took over at, but they're as of League One, they're no longer the richest team. They were the richest team in League Two. They were the richest team in National, but they're not the richest team in League One, and they would be far from the richest team in Championship. So at that point, they're going to have to start actually building a team rather than buying a team. So we'll see. We'll see if they're up to the task.
Yep. Let's see.
Yeah. And if they do it, then we can give them some credit because they can't just buy a team at this point.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. They're very healthy financially for League One compared to other teams. They're not in danger of going under or making losses. They are actually making profits each season, but that's not the point. The point is they have to build a team because they won't be the richest.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it would be interesting to see them go up to championship and find out if they have the chops to actually build the team rather than because if they go up and go right back down, you can say, well, yeah, they just bought their way there. Then you'd have fuel for that fire. So if anything, it'd be kind of interesting to see them go up again. But I honestly don't think it'll happen. I think they'll be a mid-table team in League One. That is my honest prediction. Mid-table. And when does Liverpool play Atalanta? Thursday. Tomorrow. So we got to hope that they somehow, some way manage to find a way to score 4 goals without conceding tomorrow. Ain't nothing to it. Middlesbrough short a man.
They lost 4-0 in the first leg?
3-0.
Oof.
Yeah. In Liverpool. At Anfield. Atlanta beat them 3-0.
Wow.
Yeah, they hadn't lost at Anfield in 36 months or something. And that was their first loss, and they got absolutely trounced. And then they lost to Crystal Palace the very next game. 1-0 only, but still at home again. So, back-to-back losses. It just, the whole season becomes unraveled in 2 games. It's funny how that can work. It's how precarious the season can be.
Or Arsenal had the same thing. They lost in the Champions League, and then they lost last week in the Premier League?
Who?
Arsenal.
Oh, Arsenal. Yeah. They lost. They also dropped points. Yeah, because when Liverpool dropped points, it was Arsenal's league to win. And then they also lost. So basically, they're just like, here, City, have a 4th one in a row. Let's see. Arsenal lost to Aston Villa. Yeah. Chelsea smashed Everton. That was good to see. Chelsea's starting to put it together. I hate to say it, but Pochettino is right. A little bit of patience. He's going to get that team going. And I think that they've been too quick to pull the trigger on a couple of their managers, but that's okay. I understand that they lost the room because that room would be hard to balance. But he's starting to get them going a little bit better lately. They're not playing nearly as badly. He may yet get them up into a European place. They're only 3 points behind Newcastle for 6th at this point, with a game in hand.
And the race for the extra European Champions League spot is getting tight as well.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Well, basically, 1st through 5th is done. It's a 10-point gap from 5th to 6th.
No. For the extra Champions League spot by the coefficients.
Oh.
So the best teams in Europe,
right?
The best nation in Europe gets an extra.
The top 2
Champions League
top 2.
Yeah, top 2
get an extra spot. That's right. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. It's going to be close. But yeah, 1st through 5th is done in the Premier League. Like there's just realistically no chance of those top 5 teams changing. Yeah, most likely the top 3 aren't changing either. Yeah, from 5th to 6th, there's a 10-point gap. That's probably not going to be overcome. So the top 5 is done. The only thing that's going to be settled going forward is the remaining places, however many there may be. So as of now, they got 4 Champions League places, and then Tottenham will probably get the Europa League place. After that, it's conference. Are we going to have 1? Is there going to be 2? We don't know yet. Right now, Newcastle is sitting in that spot. But I do think Chelsea may get it from them. If they continue to play well. I mean, it's not going to be Manchester United, I don't think. So huzzah for that. I know that they're tied with Newcastle for that 6th and final place. But the goal differential is hilarious. Manchester United sitting at -1 goal differential. Love to see it. And Newcastle is sitting at +17. So they have to make up an 18-goal gap if they end up tied
It's
on
not gonna
points.
happen.
Not going to happen. No. Meanwhile, Chelsea's sitting in ninth and is 3 points back. They also have a plus goal differential. They're at +9. So, like I said, they're starting to fire a lot better lately. I wrote a letter to Todd Bowley. I said he should name me the manager at Chelsea if he wants to win. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people did that. I don't think he ever read it. I can't imagine.
Yeah, but you actually have experience in the game.
Yeah, well,
Football manager.
sure a lot of people who wrote him actually do too. So the difference being, like I helped actually build the database, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I feel like I would have unique credentials, that's for sure. But
Absolutely.
I don't know. The next thing I'm going to do is write to Ryan Smith, who's bringing the Arizona Coyotes to Utah. To Utah, yeah, and tell him if he wants to win the Stanley Cup that he needs to name me general manager and you the head scout of the team.
Me? What?
You're
Oh,
going to hire you as head scout.
I'll have like one judging player ability and one judging player potential.
I doubt that's true.
But I mean, if you want to hire me, I'm not gonna say no.
I doubt you're that bad at it.
I mean, I don't really know the fundamentals of hockey. Well,
Here's the fun part about being the head scout is you don't have to do it. You just have to assign other people to where they're
oh,
going.
that I can do.
Yeah.
That yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's easy.
Just tell other people what to scout and what to look for and set their plans. And yeah. I can show you how to do all that. Simple.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's simple.
Every Wonder Kid they find they get a nice 15-ounce filet mignon
Right. Yes.
of
This is
meat.
how it works. Right. Wonder
Yeah,
Kid. They don't call them Wonder Kids in hockey.
I don't give a crap what they call it. If they're working for me, they're getting called Wonder Kids.
Okay. Duly noted.
That's how this works.
Evidently.
I'll have the most disciplined scouts ever.
Yeah. Good scouting department. There we go. Fat one too, but that's okay.
Listen, that means they're just finding successful stories.
Must be what
That's
it
all
is.
it is.
Absolutely.
Luke Matheson, my 1.5-star player, who's 31 years old, making $3,000 a week, just barely above the poverty line. Oh, it's
Who's
above the
retiring?
poverty line.
My performance analyst is retiring. Why is my performance analyst retiring? Stop. Do not retire. I can't prevent this from happening, it looks like. Guess I'll have to hire a new one.
They re-sign you. Let's see. $4,600 a week. I did no problem with that.
All right, for this next game, I'm going to try my. Oh, it's a cup. So, no, I'm not. And I'll be later on. Not away to Manchester United, though. That's a silly time to test a tactic. I'll get it in there before the end of the season. I finished my last game with it, and it went pretty well. It's something I'm trying to run up possession just a little bit more and kind of hog the ball a bit more. I feel like that'll get me more opportunities for clean sheets. Whereas my tactic now basically just doesn't keep the ball very much. It gets it forward and it attacks really strong and it gets me lots of goals. Goal differential is plus 65 right now.
Oh dang.
Almost the same goal differential as we do points, and that's one of the fun objectives to try to reach.
Oh yeah.
But I want more clean sheets. Not doing well enough at those. See if we can hang in the FA Cup. Let's get these guys pro licenses. pro license.
I can hire 2 more coaches. I didn't even know that.
And
And
now
3
you
more
do.
scouts.
And now you know.
34.
Wonder if I have that. I can't imagine. Where am I looking? No, I'm full up. Good. I hate spending time on that. I like running small clubs where I only have to hire a small handful of staff. But then I like having more staff because then I can get more done. It's a double-edged sword. And I
Alright.
wish I could trust the AI to re-sign my staff to reasonable contracts, but they don't. It's always stupid.
Alright, do you have a Champions League game coming up?
I have FA Cup on Saturday, Champions League.
The FA Cup, that's fine. That's when I'll do my re-signings.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be playing on the first, but the draw hasn't been done yet. What? That's so close. The first is only a few days away, but I don't know who I'm playing yet. Oh, here it's the draws right now. At this exact moment. Well, how about that? Hey, I play Borussia Dortmund.
Oh,
What is this? What round is this? Round of 16. Okay, so let's see what the round of 16 looks like.
oh,
Lingby is playing Real Madrid. Let's go, Lingby. We play Dortmund. United plays Leipzig. Lyon plays City. Napoli plays Inter. Bayern Munich plays Barcelona. Really? These guys are in? Okay. They play Arsenal, and Juventus plays Newcastle. Rene? Stade Rene? I believe. Something close to that. I hope I said it somewhat right. I'm sure I'll be told whether or not I did.
I've always heard it like that.
Yeah, me too, but it'll never sound as good as when, somebody from there says it. Because I don't have the accent. Well, I have an accent. It's just not the one that goes with being able to say that. Hey, Joanne, where you at? Eh, probably doing other
Hi,
things.
Joanne.
She's getting ready for bed. I don't know where she is.
Oh, so guess what happened in my save? Actually, you won't be able to guess.
Oh, I won't be able to guess. Well, then I'm not going to try.
So in my save, in the league phase of the Champions League,
Uh huh.
Liverpool played Man City.
Right.
In the league phase, I didn't know you can play
Yeah.
someone from the same nation as
Yep.
you.
You can. Yep.
In that phase.
You absolutely can. I've done it. Yep. In my offline save, it was the same. I had Arsenal in one of my games, and I was like, I don't know if that's supposed to be possible in real life, but it definitely happens in Football Manager. So I'm going to assume it happens in real life from time to time.
Fair enough.
Well, it is the fair assumption. Okay, FA Cup time. That means I'm putting in my Cup squad. This is my Cup squad. Hello, Cup squad. And if they lose, so be it. If they win, also fantabulously awesome. I got some guys who really need some game time. Their match sharpness is atrocious. I really enjoy the new Fallout TV show. It is a nice nod to the games. If, I don't think you've ever played them, obviously, but I'm just mentioning it in general.
Hmm.
Well, this is good because now I can get Faraz some game time. Last season, we got knocked out of both cups early, so he was unable to get many games. This season, he's getting quite a few games. And that makes me excited. I hope we can continue to win and he can continue to play because he's developing into a really nice backup keeper. You might say he's a keeper. No, you might not. All right. Hooray! Hayden O'Brien scores. Puts us up a goal. The nice thing about Hayden O'Brien being a prospect of it's forced me to put Wade Moynes out wide, but he's been playing just fine there. Just dribbled the ball right into the defender. I was like, here, have this. What a weirdo. Oh, and O'Brien, this is the net. This goalkeeper's name is Madrid. He's on the wrong team.
Staff.
No, stop them. Ah, boo. First bloody shot on target. You just know that's how it's going to be. 0.27 XG on that one. Whoa, what's with all the lag? Are you playing a game currently?
No.
Okay. I'm not even sure if you're there. I got a ton of lag just now. Oh, no. I have a
What?
driver update. That's why. And I didn't see it. It only popped up just before we started. I checked all my drivers earlier. But yeah, I have a driver update. God darn it. So this is going to be interesting. I don't know what to do. All of my games are going to be choppy and laggy if I don't update my driver.
How long does that take?
Only a couple of minutes, but I have to save and close the game because it will crash the game if I update it while the game is open.
So you're stuck between them. I mean, if you want, I mean, we can just.
I'm also not sure if it will close my stream or not, but I guess it's something we can test.
Yeah, absolutely.
Frickin' driver update pops up just before we start. And it's funny how it's like there's an update and all of a sudden the previous driver just stops working. Why is it like that? I've always wondered. It's like, do they purposely sabotage it so you have to update the new one? I think yes.
I wouldn't put that past
Yeah.
people.
Well, Windows particularly.
Yeah.
A computer without Windows is like a chocolate cake without mustard.
Coach.
Actually, it's a computer without Microsoft, is what I usually say.
All right, let's see. I gotta say this out loud so I remember it. Mental, technical.
Come on, team. You got to do better than this. Ugh, this is starting to really piss me off. We're playing so well, but we just can't get it going. This tends to be the case with our cup games sometimes. All right, I need to change up. So you can play central midfield. All right, so there, I can do this. I put in the other tactic without changing up any of my players, which is nice. Oh my God, they hit that from so far out and scored. All right, well, this is going to hell in a hurry. I shall berate my team. Gosh darn it, guys, come on. It's that honking.
That's me trying to hold the sneeze in, probably.
You honk when you do that? That's weird. I have no idea how to salvage this game.
Oh, you can turn it off. Yeah, thank you.
I don't know why Bishop's still there. He should be there.
Thank you.
Okay, try this. Such bullshit.
Yeah.
Does that tie it up? Okay, well, at least that ties it up. So that change seems to have worked. Now, you have to come out. And you have to come out. Because you're both too tired. So much more possession, way more shots and opportunities, a way higher XG. And yet, this game is close. Well, there is regulation time. We're going into extra time.
Well,
So now I have really tired players, but I mean, I can't do much about that. At least I get an extra substitution. I have to figure out where I want to do that and with whom. Oh, Al Abri has given us a lead. And who can I even put on? I don't have a winger. He only plays wing. Hey, that's great. My only friggin' sub. I guess I'll change my right back because he's tired too. Everyone who started the game is super tired. That's extra funny. All right, well, at least we have a lead. Let's see if we can hold it. I will put on the time wasting and the playing for set pieces. What's that?
no, my mom sneezed.
Oh. All right, there's halftime, extra time, halftime. Time for the time. Come on, guys. Hold on to this game. Hold on tightly. Oh, stop giving the ball away. My lord. And it's tied.
Whoa.
Because of course it is. We're playing approximately, according to these numbers, approximately twice as well as they are, but that's not enough. It almost never is. Looks like this is going to go to penalties. Yippers. God, I hate penalties. Penalties is so dumb and usually anticlimactic. But at least there's no stress because you can't do anything about them. All I can do is sit here and watch. I often don't watch my penalties. I just do something else. Come back, see what the result was. Because it's not like you can intervene once it starts.
Cool.
Let's see. Where's pick your spot? Damn it. They don't have pick your spot and don't change your mind. I'll go with
All right.
stay calm and back yourself. Good enough. That's basically the same idea. Okay, here we go. Spectator mode. They score. We score. Ooh, we saved one. Hooray for saving one. Good job, Faraz. My backup keeper. He's doing good. And they saved one because, got to add that unnecessary suspense into the game. They score. We score. I know some people get right into penalties, like they somehow have some influence over the outcome. So I've always gotten a kick out of that. Let's go Davenport. Okay, it's all even right now. If we get a save right here, we have a chance for the winner. Nope, not happening. Well, if they get a save right here, they win. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Walker! Your former guy. Come on, kid. He scored. Right. Botman. Well, we're not going to let a bot score on us. Yeah, we didn't. What a save. That's Botman. That's something a robot would name itself when it's trying to not seem like a bot. And Killich scores. We have advanced. Woo frickin' who. I'd be more excited if it wasn't for the fact that we should never have gone to penalties. A win's a win, but you didn't play worth a shit. And they all agree. I love it when they agree with me on those sorts of things.
Absolutely.
Y'all sucked, even though you won. He wants a new deal. Get the hell out of here with wanting a new deal every 5 minutes. Training. Rest for 3 days. Forward we go. So you had no game. Sorry for making you wait.
Nope, I needed some contracts.
Well, Saturday I have a Champions League game. You have a game, I assume, of some kind. Or Wednesday, sorry.
Yeah, I play Liverpool.
On Wednesday?
Yep.
And then on Saturday?
Personal. No, United.
Oh, okay. So wait, you don't play United on Saturday? I play United on Saturday.
I play United Saturday the 11th.
I meant the Saturday coming up.
Liverpool.
Okay, I said Wednesday and you said Liverpool. And then I said Saturday and you
I thought
said
it.
so
I
you don't
thought it
have a
was. I
game on
thought we.
Wednesday. All right, never mind. We
I
got it
don't.
sorted out now.
Yeah, I thought I did because I saw two Wednesdays in my
Hmm.
schedule when I
Hmm.
first looked at it, but it was Wednesday of the Carabao Cup final and then the Wednesday after it.
Got it.
There's two Saturday games before, so yeah, I'm in the I'm in food coma stage right now.
I would have loved to have seen a bug in the game where we both play the same team at the same time. You got me worried for a minute. I'm like, have we just discovered a new bug? Uh, Never seen that one where a team is scheduled to play twice in the same day. Back to back days, back to back to back days. Yes, I've seen those, but never on the same day.
Okay, Mathewson is here for another 7 years. The 31-year-old who has played three Premier League games this year.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And you lost them all.
Did I?
I assume if he was playing.
No. He has a
Okay,
goal and an assist with a 7.1 average rating.
that doesn't tell me whether or not you won the games he played in.
No, but as a defend, well, he played on the wing too. Let's look.
FA Cup
Um,
quarterfinal draw. Skipped it. I want to find out who I'm getting. Brighton, Liverpool, or Preston, it looks like, are among the teams that are most likely. Can I find out who I got?
yes, give me a second. He played Brentford, Fulham, and City.
I got Arsenal. Fuck off. God damn it all anyway. So, what of my fixtures got changed? My Liverpool match. Now I play them right before I play you. Lovely. It's a good thing I pretty much have the. Well, it's only a 9 point lead. I was about to say I pretty
So
much have
wait,
the league wrapped up, but I don't. I really don't.
on December 21st, we played Man City, in which Mathewson played. We won 5-1, and he scored and had an assist. And then in a game against Fulham, he started but got injured. We won that game 3-0. And in the most recent game, he played in a 2-2 draw at away to Brentford.
There you go. So you
So
dropped
he is,
points. You dropped points.
yeah, but any player can drop points. It's more impressive when you're undefeated in the Premier League.
No, it's his fault. You dropped points.
It's not,
He's got to
it's
go.
not. Nothing can be his fault.
Nothing. Got
He's
it.
he's he's the little perfect child that can do no wrong.
I. Pretty old for a child, but all right.
Well, I'm older than him, so
Oh, I suppose I had considered that.
yeah, just like how parents always consider their children their children and their babies.
Hell of a thing. That's like my mom always referring to Joanne and I as the kids. It's like we're a little old to be kids, but to her we'll always be the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't mind as long as there's people older than me still around to call me that, I'll take it.
Uh, You play today, right?
I do, what I have to figure out right now is why I've only got one central defender on the bench. Oof. And only two midfielders, three midfielders. I have way more. I think I have more attackers than I need. Yes. So I'm going to do that. That's how that has to be. Okay, let me get up to my game here. So I am missing Rueda for this game. Barrier will play. Johnson will be on the bench, and I think Bishop's better than Kirkwood. There we go. That's going to be the team for the day. Let's try to get a lead in this Champions League last 16 fixture. This is the away from home one, so I like getting that one out of the way first. I really do. So if we take any kind of lead away from this, then it puts us in a really good position. And Baker opens the scoring. Puts us in the driver's seat. These guys have Bellingham. Bellingham never left Dortmund in our game.
Oh.
I know. Well, they have Navarro. Louis Navarro. And why that's relevant is because he played for Lingby. I'll be right back in 1 second.
Okay. Oh, excuse me.
I'm back. Looks like they tied it up while I was away. Gosh darn it. Why they got to be like, and of course it's with their only shot on target. Naturally. They are definitely winning the possession battle here, which is another thing that I need to try to fix. But we took the lead back off of a corner. So that's nice. Hmm. There we go. That was a nice play to get it in. Oh, Baker going for another long one. Geez, he's getting good at those. scored one and won us a quarter on the other. I guess I want him to keep doing that. Not happy with your performance. They agree. Being up 2-1 is insufficient. Barrier's got a 6.5 going. Rodriguez has a 6.5 going. Is that Christoph Clark? It is. Geez, these guys got some of my former players. Okay, I'm going to praise my players right now because they are playing well. It's a shame we've conceded with the only shot on target, but that's just how this game be. Janine will play Mazzala. Baker can play Mazzala, I think. I think I like him as a Mazzala, yeah. I'm going to go with that. Okay, so who needs out? Rodriguez, you're not playing worth a crap. Barrier, you're not playing worth a crap. Tonsberg has a yellow card. There we go. Those are my changes to start. Let's get all the way to 75 before I do my other two. Come on, team. Keep up with the ball. Oh, that's the opposite of what I just said. 2-2. Gosh darn it. Arg! I have to berate my team for that. They have 2 goals. How many shots on target do they have? 2. Of course. This is the way. Stamenkovic instantly hits back, puts us up another one. 3-2. Oh, you can check it all you want. He was well onside. Okay, here's a corner for them. And we're okay. Okay, who's tired and or not playing well? Peterson, you're playing like crap. Off you go. And I don't know who wants to take off. I guess you. Put our captain out there. Sleep's been good? Oh, that's good. You got to like it when you get good sleep. Right?
Absolutely.
I'm just listening to the conversation in the background there. Something changed with your microphone filter? It's like it didn't seem like we used to be able to pick up background noise this easily before.
Hear them?
Oh, I hear every word they're saying. But I don't know why. I think
Really?
something's different. Yeah, like I said, I was just listening to the conversation in the background. Yeah, normally I
Oh,
can't
I
hear
thought
them.
you. Oh, well, she's in the kitchen talking, probably.
Oh, is that why? Okay. There you Gotcha.
Hold on, I'll ask her to move.
Eh. Sure they won't be thrilled about it, so I wouldn't worry. Okay, well that's a nice way to
She's
conclude that game. Sorry, what?
she's definitely talking louder than usual.
Oh, okay. Dun,
I don't think she
dun.
realizes I'm on a call though.
Well, I mean, you just let her know that a lot of people can hear it because tons of people watch our VODs. So there's going to be lots of people hearing everything she says. And, if she's okay with that, I guess, like, I don't know. So
Hold on.
Martins is banned for the next one. And there's not much I can do about that. Now we play Manchester United. Have a day off in between? I do. Training, rest 1 day. Everyone's only on medium, so this makes me happy. I've managed to plan this out well enough. Unfortunately, they all have to play here too. And here. Oh, man. When did I get a day off? FA Cup, I guess. Even though I don't want to play my backups, I'm not going to have a choice. Yeah, then there's an away game, then third place, then second place, then Rochdale, Everton away, City at home, Arsenal away, Fulham at home. This is
All right.
probably the next time I can play backups in the league. Wow, my players are about to be very, very tired. That's just the reality they're going to live in. Oh, it's unfortunate. I don't have an easy-ish game for months.
Yikes.
Yeah.
A lot of rotations when you were in winning position.
I mean, subbing people in and out, yeah, that's all I can do, but that's only going to take care of 5 people a game. It's going to be a rough go for a little while here. At least we managed to end up in that game with a 5-2 win over Dortmund. My tactical change at the end paid off.
All right, give me 1 second. I have to use the restroom. I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Yeah. Can't wait. I'm so excited. Yeah. Well, I'm so excited. Send Madrid to Madrid. You were thinking the same thing I was, huh? It's like when I said he's on the wrong team. Let's go and see if he would even be any good on that team. Wasn't this? No, it wasn't those guys. Which team was he on? Villa, right? Kind of doubt. Kind of doubt he'd be good enough to play for Madrid. That's the thing. You'd want him to actually play there if you sent him there. Well, actually, he's not terrible, but I don't think he's good enough to play for Real Madrid. He's about a 145 ish. So no, I'm pretty certain Real Madrid's going to have a better team than that. Or better team, better goalkeeper. Oliver. Well, this guy isn't better, if that's their starter. Let's go down and look and see. Oh, no, this is probably their starter. Yeah, he was just hurt. Yeah, this guy's like, wow, this guy's off the charts good. Wow.
All right, I am back.
This is ridiculous. I can't fathom. He's over 180 for sure, but is he like in the 190 range?
What are we looking at?
Oh, he says send Madrid to Madrid, right? Because we were making the joke that goalkeeper on Aston
Oh,
Villa is on the wrong team, and I said, "Well, I don't think you want me to check. Yeah, I'll check. I don't think he'd be good enough to play for Madrid." I looked at Madrid, and their last goalkeeper wasn't better, but their starting goalkeeper is hurt. So I looked at their starting goalkeeper, and I'm trying to math how good he is. And it's like he's got to be okay. You said to check. I'll check. Oh God. Okay. Well, I was right. Nice. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen a goalkeeper that good in all of Football Manager ever. And now we know. I mean, I ain't gonna buy him. I like my goalkeeper just fine. Wait, is he Portuguese? You son of a bitch!
or oh,
Son of
because
a
Neto.
bitch! Because Neto's Portuguese, and I thought he would end up becoming the national team starter. Well, this guy's
He
currently the
was.
national team starter, and Diego Costa, David Neto. So the guy that I was just looking at just now He's not even on the Portuguese national team yet. He didn't make the team. Probably because he was hurt. Maybe he was hurt at the time. No, this guy was only hurt for 3 days. Well, that guy's going to be on the national team and probably really soon. Let's see. This is his competition. And I mean, oh, yeah, no, he's really good too. I might have to get a new goalkeeper. Not, that's this guy's also like 190. Why is there so many high ranked friggin' players in our save? Yeah, he is. He's also the same. Why is there so many friggin' ridiculously good goalkeepers in our save? And,
I
players in general.
Oh, that's what you told me to buy.
Because, like, there should only be, like, a small handful of people in the 190s. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I swear, that's like the fifth or sixth player we've looked at. Maybe I've just found them all, but two of them are goalkeepers. I don't think I've ever seen a goalkeeper in the 190s before. I don't think. But I mean, I don't know because I don't usually check. In this game, we've had a lot more lenience with looking into things, because it comes up a lot. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's fine. I'm kind of floored by it, honestly. Two goalkeepers, and they're both Portuguese, and they're both 190.
I wonder.
That's just silly.
Check Portugal's. Well,
Check
should we
Portugal's.
check Portugal's like just stats? GOL.
Oh, you mean their
Cause like
youth rating?
yeah, and stuff like that. Did they
Okay,
go significantly higher? I mean, it is 10 years into the future.
it is. Their youth rating is only 134, but some other clubs might have climbed. I don't know. So they're 134. I don't know what they start at, and this would have been for FM23 anyway. This team hasn't. Have they won anything? Competitions. This is what we need. No.
No,
Oh,
they've won the Portuguese, like a lot. Portuguese league recently.
yeah, but that's not going to
But
boost them a lot. Like I don't. They haven't. Have they moved up the world rankings? Because this check nation coefficient. So Portugal's in sixth. All right. So they have moved up ahead of Denmark and Austria. And yeah, they're in sixth. So they have moved up a bunch. So their youth rating, even at 134, would end up boosting the amount of good players they get because of their coefficient. For context, and I know a lot of people don't know the context, England has a youth rating of 135. And they churn out great players, but that's because they're also at the top of the coefficients. So that's a factor, and it's one of the many factors in the formula that decides the level of players you get. Team reputation has a lot to do with it too, for individual teams when they have their youth intakes. So
can we
Portugal,
just talk about how Cyprus is 18th in the coefficients?
yeah, that's pretty
I
good.
couldn't. Yeah, ahead of Hungary, Ireland, Ukraine.
They're doing good. Republic of Ireland's in 30th. They're not doing great, but they're never really big. I don't see any real surprises in the lower ones.
No, neither do I.
I think Scotland being behind, well, I don't know. Should they be behind Greece and Sweden? I don't know.
I think you can go 50-50.
Yeah. I think
Oh, sorry.
for this whole ranking thing, like Denmark's still an 8, so that's really good. I'm glad we got them in a solid enough position to be there. Looks like they may go up again though, past Austria. But anyway, um, yeah, that's what's happening. Play this game, but that's wacky that they've churned out such ridiculously good goalkeepers. Two of them for sure. And here I thought I was developing the next national team keeper for Portugal, and I'm not. He's
You're
well
close
behind.
though.
He's well behind the pecking order. Well, they have two guys that are rated 190 in current ability. Now, current ability is only one factor in who they choose.
Oh,
Form has more to do with it, but those two being at 190 overall and playing for massive teams, Neto is like 160. He's like 30 points behind those guys.
wow,
So, yeah,
that's a lot.
I might have to go for a different national team keeper. That's
It's
fine.
just the way the cookie crumbles in this save, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but I would like to at some point. Oh God, we're losing to United right away. I'd like to at some point look and make sure we don't have just too many future messays in this game, because I mean that it does kind of break the immersion of the database if we have too many guys in the 190s. On one
Can
hand,
I
I
ask why?
because we don't want that many super players. That's not a good thing. They should be rare, like super rare.
So you would expect to see a lot more in the 180 to 189 range? Is that what I'm getting at?
Those should also
Or
be
what I'm
somewhat rare, but I mean they would be more common than 190s. Like at one point, the ratings in Football Manager were getting out of hand because people were just rating their favorite players stupidly high. And then there was a time when Metze and Ronaldo were the best, when there was a flat rule made like Metze and Ronaldo will be the only players rated above 190, and they were 199 and 198 respectively. And nobody else in the current database was ever given a rating over 190 until Mbappe, I believe. I'm gonna just check real quick about that. Yeah, so Mbappe got he- uh, a potential rating that was right up there with them,
uh
and I don't think anybody else is in the 190s. I don't think. I'd really have to look because I do know that, like I said, players were getting out of hand with their ratings, and so it was understood that players in the 190 range should be generational talents, like so rare that you can't fathom ever finding them too often. But right now, we've seen like 5 players in that range already, and maybe those are the only 5. Like like I said, for all I know, like yeah, guys in the 180s shouldn't be as abundant, but there will be more of them. But yeah, so I'd be curious to know how many there are and who they are.
Wow.
I don't
It's,
know. I mean, I would have to do that with the understanding that I'm not buying any of those players, although I have one, but I didn't know that until after the fact. Uh, 2 penalties in my game already for me. Well, we scored them both. It's 4-1. So my team decided to wake up. I like that. All right, we have woken our game up. Let's get all of these cards off the pitch. And tired people, Marginines injured. Almeida is tired. All right, those are the 5 substitutions we made all at the same time, which normally I wouldn't do, but we really need to spare some of these guys their legs falling off in the next few weeks. So, do time wasting and play for set pieces. I can't lower the tempo. It just ruin the game flow too much. I'll lower it after 80 minutes. Well, you know what? No, he just put us up, what, 6-1 here? Or, no, that made it 5-1. I'll lower the tempo. That should help my players not be as dead. Praise them. Yeah, I don't think we're going to concede 4 just because I lower the tempo. It seems unlikely. Still, though, they scored with their only shot on target again. This is starting to become an annoyance. For the longest time, people would always bitch about that. The other team, the AI always scores with their only shot. And it's like, well, it happens a lot in real life, and it does. And that was the argument. But since then, it happens way more in this game than it probably should. Which is why I'm glad they changed the achievements in the game from having 30 clean sheets in a row to just having 30 in a season. It's still really hard, but at least they don't have to all be in a row now. Because that just isn't feasible anymore. You'd have to save and reload to get 30 clean sheets in a row. Okay. I'm just going to exit that game because you're probably going to do the same soon. But for the sake of my sanity and needing to know, to take stuff off. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And 2 of them are Portuguese goalkeepers. So now we know the answer. I'm not going to look at the names of the rest of them. I don't care. This on and this. Just kind of mix it up so I don't know who was there because I didn't look at the left side. All right, we have 8 players. And one of them was Haaland. Forgot about him. He was added to the 190 club. That's right. That's fair for him, though, to be in the 190 club. So we.
So
Go ahead.
there's 8 players in the 190 club. Is that what you're saying?
With potentials of 190 or more, yes. And one of them's Haaland. So 7 of them are new gens, as far as I know. I didn't look at the names. I just know one of them was Haaland because I looked at the
Okay.
nationalities and he hasn't retired, so it has to be him. And I forgot that he was in the 190 club now. There's 4 players in the default database with the 190 club. And yeah, so
Huh? I told you it was too hard. It was. Yeah, no. Well, okay. Thanks for the update. I have one player that's up there. Don't forget when Poliak.
yeah, one of them is yours. Yeah, I know. And I have one as well. So there's 7 new gens. 2 of them are Portuguese goalkeepers. I was just really worried that there's going to be like 5 or 6 goalkeepers in the world that had 190 or better ratings because that would honestly that would be immersion breaking for me. I would hate that. But there's just 2, and they both happen to be from the same nation. The chances of that are
Yeah.
pretty astronomical, actually.
Which makes our save pretty damn special.
It's extremely unique in a lot of ways, with no doubt about it. But wow, that's impressive. I think.
I agree.
Yeah, I didn't look at the other ones though. I didn't want to know who the other 190s were. Uh, I looked at their ages though, and one of them was 24 and hadn't hit his potential. Oh wait, we already looked at him before, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay, never mind. It
Oh,
was that Chelsea defender you were going to buy, but he'd already hit his cap.
yes.
He had a
Max
190s
Dyson.
potential. Yeah, he has a 190s potential, but he'll never reach it.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So
That's I'm
if
okay
he's
with
not
that.
going to reach that,
Yep.
does that mean his potential ability is eventually going to go down?
Nope. It always stays the same. He'll just never reach it.
Okay.
Yeah, potential abilities are static. They never change. I wish they would. That would be nice.
Or just not have potential ability in the game as something you can see.
You technically aren't supposed to see it. You have to have an editor in order to see it.
Yeah.
But I
All right.
think
I'm
that the
leaving the
static
Twitch.
1 to 200 potential ability system is really stupid. Being that
I
it's
agree.
static, like it does not make any goddamn sense. It's one of the worst things about this game is how the ratings work. So you can have a player that gets really good really quick, and he can shoot his current ability up to like 144, but if his potential ability is 147, he's never going to go beyond that. He'll never become
I
this
agree.
star player he's projected to be,
Yep.
and it's like that just I don't like that. There should be a possibility for it. There should be things
I
you can do to
100%
make
agree.
potential abilities change just a little. It doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be astronomical. I don't want 30 guys with 190 plus in the game. I really don't. It makes those super players less special. You want your Messis and Ronaldos, and nowadays your Haalands and Mbappes to be generational. You
I
do,
agree.
yeah. You want them to be rare, super rare. So 7 of them is a
I
lot,
exited the
but
game just so you know.
oh, 7 of them is a lot, but we'll live. Liverpool beat the shit out of you, man.
Yep.
Just thought I'd point that out in case you didn't know.
Well, they lost in real life. I have to give them a reprieve in the video game.
I, I, I guess we appreciate that. Lost twice in
Oh,
real
nice.
life in key
Another
games.
fucking injury. 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's not too
This
bad.
game is amazing. This game is fun. I have 9 injuries, 8 injuries in my other save.
You're not rotating your players enough, or you don't have enough players to rotate. One or the other. Small team.
No, I have like 35 players in my first team.
Good lord. Okay, well that's just unlucky then.
Yeah. Yep.
Higher tempo tactic maybe.
Positive.
No, but the tempo.
Oh, slightly higher.
It's just only slightly higher. Wow.
Yep.
Because I have a ridiculously high tempo tactic on here and still manage to do okay. Yeah, it's just shitty. Shitty luck. Hate to see it.
And I don't have any money to get more physios on the team right now.
Right.
Huh? Oh, she's not talking to me.
Well, I wouldn't talk to you either. No, I'm kidding.
Don't blame you.
You're silly. All right, United's game is done. Came away with that one. There we won our under 21s game. Under 21s qualify for Champions playoff. Okay. Brian had 2 goals and 2 assists. Well done, my man. Well done. Training, rest. I'll give these guys 2 days off. I'll move forward before I rest my under 21s. Or at least I'll attempt to. So yeah, I looked at my team and I thought, what am I going to do for a new tactic? And I realized I have entirely too many midfielders. So I'm going to have to go in that direction and not use wingers. I'm going to go back to the no winger tactic. I love those. I was worried about Peterson and Rodriguez because I thought, well, I might have to get rid of them. And then I realized they can both play striker if I need them to. So we're good. It'll be fine. Don't have to get rid of any of my key players. It means I'll want to get rid of some of my depth wingers, but that isn't going to be a problem. I have a ton of depth wingers.
Mm.
5'9",
Oh,
5'10". Those guys are going to be strikers, huh? I guess Peterson's not bad at 5'10", but he's only got 6 jumping reach. It's gonna be awful.
you. 65 million. Just give me 1 second.
1.
We receive. Oh, that's why.
Stamenkovic gets goal bonus. Good. That's money I don't mind giving out. How many goals was it? 30, apparently.
It's a lot.
I ain't complaining about my striker scoring 30 goals, that's for sure. Accrington versus Fulham match televised? Oof. In real life, you'd just be like, nobody wants to watch that. Actually, even in our game, Fulham's in 14th. Stankovic is actually tied with Haaland for scoring lead. How old is Haaland in our game now? 33.
36.
33.
Oh,
But he's still scoring up a storm. Achim should be dropped by Cameroon. It's not very nice of them.
well, Everton is only 3 points ahead of the drop.
Well, but they keep surviving, so I don't know if I care. Keep being ahead of the drop, but they keep surviving. Like, damn it. If they could just go down and stay down already, I'd like that. I think they went down once in our save. Then they came right back. Or is it just like real life where they continuously survive? History. No,
They have
they're
not,
not gone down. Nope. Fucking hell. Must have been my other save.
but they're on a clear downtrend.
They've been doing that for decades and keep surviving.
Well, if you're on a clear downtrend, eventually you're gonna get relegated.
This is the hope, but we've been saying that in real life for a lot of years. And it hasn't worked that way yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to give Giovanni Bishop a random start in the Champions League. We're up 5-2. I feel like I can afford to give one young guy a start. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. All right, got a 3-goal lead and we're at home. What more could you
There
ask
you go.
for?
Not much.
Just retain the lead. That's all I would ask for. So far, we're playing really well. That makes me nervous. uh... Oh my God, they get a penalty right off the bat. So this will be their very first shot attempt. And yeah, quite sure this will be a goal because they almost always score on penalties. Yep, 1-0 with their very first shot attempt. Fucking game. Mm. I'm actually very much looking forward to changing my tactic for the next season. I'm getting sick of looking at this one. Though I did what I said I would. I played the 4-2-3-1 with an AMC and did it to good success. So the AMC rule has been improved enough, but it's still wildly inconsistent for me. He'll either get a 7.5 or a 6.5 from game to game. There's not much in between. Like right now, he's on a 6.5. So yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about them. I mean, you could argue a lot of positions are like that, but I don't find that like defensive midfielders, for example, end up being that wildly inconsistent right now in the game
Um,
engine.
I don't think that's something that I look too much into, to be honest, to provide
Yeah,
valuable valuable opinion on.
yeah,
I just get angry.
right. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Rodriguez is having a 6.4 on the wing. That's a bit more rare, but they can happen too. I find central defenders fluctuate a lot, but I suppose that comes down a lot to where they concede, when they concede, and how often they concede. So that
Yeah.
one actually stands to reason. See, here's the shitty thing too that I don't like. In this game, we are playing like garbage. It is 1-1. I want to demand more, but then they're going to be mad because we're up 6-3 on aggregate. I'm doing it anyways because it should be about this game and not the aggregate. And yeah, look, they're all pissed off because to them
Yeah.
they're up 6-3, and that's not how this should be approached. Awful.
Focusing, telling
Sorry.
them to focus.
That
Does
almost
that work?
always has a negative effect. Almost always. I don't think I've had too many players ever be positive when using focus at any point. I mean, I'll throw it out there for you, but uh,
No, you don't have to. It's
I'm
your
gonna,
game.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm just gonna show you, or I'm gonna at least prove the point. I'm about to tell my players to focus. This is what they look like right now, and we got red faces across the board. Fucking
Don't blame
focus.
me now if you
I'm
lose.
I'm not I am not blaming you, and I'm up by 3 goals, so I'm not worried about losing. All I wanted to do was show that focus. That there's only 2 shouts that work, and it's all about timing with them, and that's ridiculous. I know, but so you praise when they're ahead, and you demand more when they're behind. I guess you could berate when they're behind as well, especially if right after they've conceded a go ahead goal. But yeah, demand more when they're behind, and praise when they're ahead, and that's it. That's really all that works. And I mean, doing it player by player is also silly because the entire team seems to function mentally as a unit when it comes to those things. So you just praise your whole
Mhm.
team, even if somebody's on a 6.4 and you're up 3-0. It don't matter because that player that's on a 6.4 will actually start playing better because of it. Oh, good, they've taken a lead. And if I give them shit, they're going to be mad because they think that they're up by 2 still. So I'm going to demand more and red faces across the board. Well, not across the board, but lots of red faces because they think they're up by 2, even though we're losing this game by 1. See, I hate that one so much. Now they've made it 2-2. In this instance, in a regular game, I would demand more because we are drawing, but they think they're winning. So there's a bunch of red faces again and some orange ones, which are just as bad. The aggregate should be after, like your final team talk can take the aggregate into account, but I don't think it should be accounted for in the game itself for shouts in the moment. Normally now I would praise. So that's actually going to work because we're up both aggregate. Oh, well, I guess Stephenson didn't like being praised. So now I'm going to tell them I expect to see you all in training tomorrow. A bunch of them are mad because of the aggregate result, but they can just be mad. They played like shit. They did at home. You only win 3-2 at home. You don't get to take the day off of practice.
Fair enough.
Yeah. 3-2 is too close of a result for home. Training, rest, 2 days. Then we could sing our silly song whenever I do that. I like it's in my head every single time I give them 2 days rest. Every single time. I have 2 days. It's gonna be the days that we're gonna give a rest to you. Every time.
That's great.
I love it. Yeah, it amuses me every single time. Yeah. It's just a Eurosport. You've ticked off some of your short-term goals. I did. Did I piss people off again? That's not what they mean by ticked off. I wonder if they know the context of ticked off in North America. It's a bad thing. You're ticking people off. You're annoying them. So yeah, whenever I read that, having ticked off some of your short-term goals, I'm like, oh, did I make people mad again? But I understand it's a positive to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like when British people say chuffed, and I'm like, that doesn't sound like it should be a good thing. It sounds like you
Yeah, it
should be
doesn't.
like over full from too much food. I understand that's stuffed, but it's too similar. Yeah, our lingo is hilarious. I love language. I do. I like talking about it with like because we can speak 2 different kinds of English in 2 different kinds of country, and words will mean different things, and it's hilarious.
Oh, absolutely.
I was I think I was like 14 the first time I had ever visited England, and I smoked when I was 14. I know that's not good, and I was standing there smoking, waiting for a person to come out of a store, the person I was hanging out with at the time, standing out front smoking. And a guy about my same age, walks up to me and says, "Hey, can I bum a fag?" And I had no idea. I was like, "What?" And nobody warned me that people were going to ask me that. It's like, so that's a cigarette. Got it. Yep. No idea. It's like you'd think people would warn you about the link. Back then, nobody warned you. Nowadays, people know that kind of thing because of the internet. But there was no internet when I
Yeah.
was 14, so there was no preparing for this unless people told me ahead of time. And yeah, so some of the things people would say were just like I couldn't even keep up with some of it. Honestly, they would talk really really fast using words that they thought I would understand, but I was like, I'm not grasping. Nowadays, though, I can listen to them just fine. Hell, I can listen to Scousers talk and understand everything they're saying now. But then was a different time. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Some of the funniest British slang. Knackered. I always like that knacker. Be tired, right? Like, knackered. I'm knackered.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one's fine. I have no problem with it. It's funny. Yeah. People actually say the word, use the term chinwag. Yeah. If they want to talk
That
to you,
one
they'll
I've
have.
never heard.
No, really. If they want to talk to you, they'll have a chinwag. Yeah, I've heard that one tons. That one always made me laugh. Like, you literally kind of wagging your chin. Yeah. Being gutted, that's even in the game. Gutted. Like, wow.
Yeah, that one I've heard.
Pretty extreme, no? But it's some of it. Yeah. Cheeky is a funny one because they use it in so many different contexts. And sometimes you have to listen to the placement of it, where it is said, to understand the context of it.
Hmm.
It's like if you call a person cheeky, you're telling them that they're being rude or disrespectful, right?
Um.
But if it's doing something like it could be light, it could also be taken as lighthearted, something that's lighthearted
Yeah,
or
like a cheeky
risque.
bugger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Or you can be, depending on the context, you could be telling them that they're rude or disrespectful. And yeah, so it's just different contexts depending on when it's said and where it's said. Daft is one that I use because I've always enjoyed it. But I mean, that was an English, it's a long used word, but I like that one. Something's just stupid if it's daft. I think I've gotten a lot of comments from people who, because I often use the word daffy, although that's not a British thing. That's just it's a word that insinuates something is extremely silly. But I've gotten tons of comments on the fact that people just instantly think of Daffy Duck, and I'm like, man, that was a word before he existed. you know?
Excuse me. Penalty rough? No. Okay.
Uh,
Missed tackle. Nice.
we finally saved our first shot on goal.
Hey, nice.
It's been a while, I tell you. But it can happen. Miracles do happen from time to time.
Yeah, we need a miracle in this game right now.
We having another bad game?
Yeah, that's offsides, ref.
You're hitting a rough patch,
It's
aren't you?
it's not even 15 minutes in, and it's end to end.
All right. Yeah, well, them's the breaks. I'm getting quite a bit of end to end over here too, but they've only gotten the one shot so far. We're outplaying them horribly, which again makes me nervous because that just means that it's going to be a close game. You'd think outplaying your opponent horribly would eventually lead to some, results that favor you, but no. The game doesn't have a comeback code per se, but it does have certain things, actions that try to keep somewhat close at certain instances. I mean, they can't all the time, obviously, but yeah, there's nothing that forces a comeback like in EA. The EA comeback code is quite famous. It's they don't use it anymore, but it is still famous.
That's a bad goal to give up, but it's a goal that puts us ahead.
Well, we're up by 2 now. Hey, as long as you're ahead, what's 1-0?
Yes,
Oh,
up against United.
that's good to get a lead. I'm gonna praise my guys a little early here, even though It's early because we're playing really well, and I love to see this. These are the kinds of teams we have to be beating if we're going to clinch first place. Gonna go with don't let results slip. They're good with that. When you're an inexperienced manager, that talk usually doesn't work. But if you've been at your team a while, that's the best one, I find. Don't let your performances drop. Marcos Martins off the corner gives us a 3-goal lead. That is 3, or as they would say in England, thrice. No, I'm kidding. Sometimes they say that, but not in that context. We were talking about funny British terms, so
Right, let's get these yellow cards off the field.
I doubt anybody says thrice there anymore. I don't know though. Lingo changes so frequently in places. I struggled for the longest time to try to understand the difference in French between France and Quebec, but now I know what it is. I finally figured it out. Is that the people in Quebec are speaking what you would call old French. They're stuck in their ways and they refuse to adapt with the changing world. People in France, they pick up new lingo based on what changes in the world. It's still French, but there's some things like in France they say email, but in the past email had its own word, and in Quebec they're like, we have to call it this because this is the way it is. But in France they've changed it to email because email is email and it's just understood that way.
Interesting.
Yeah. So people in Quebec just speak really old French that used to be, and they just refuse to change it and adapt to changing times. And I finally found that out, and it was a person in Quebec who told me that. And then, sure enough, I looked up this information, and it is quite accurate. As I tried to ask people in Quebec before, and they just couldn't explain it. And I asked people in France, and of course, they were just critical of the ones in Quebec. And finally, one person was quite honest and said, "This is how it is." And
Oh, it's nice that
he was
there are
correct.
people that'll help you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think most of them know why there's so many differences between them. Hey, Drop Bear, what's going on? We're talking about funny words. Oh, we should do funny Australian words. Yeah.
Crikey. Hakadaka. Macca. Long black.
I just love lingo, man. Lingo in the world is hilarious. I was doing funny British slang. We gotta do funny Australian slang. Barbie. Brekkie. That's one of my faves, man. Brekkie. It's a breakfast. Brekkie. Just gotta have some brekkie.
Isn't Barbie like a skewer or something for like meat?
Yeah, barbecue,
Or
but it refers to a lot of different places you can cook now. It used to just be barbecue, but now it's even just your oven now. Depends on who it is, context, and location. But yeah, that one's just a common one. You got what's it called? It's an abbreviation. Arvo.
Arvo is let's see. I don't remember. What is it?
I'm just reading some of the context for Arvo. It's hilarious. What's it refer to the short word. So it means afternoon, but I'm just reading some of the context. This one's hilarious. Saw Tomo at the pub this Arvo. He must have been chucking a sickie. Sorry, man. That's just great. I love it. God, I love slang so much. Chucking a sickie. Oh, fuck. So in Britain, they might have been like, he had some dodgy lasagna. I know I have to use the footballing term, the football joke there for that one. Time for Bayern Munich. We have a fair few. You do have a fair few, and some of them are great. Like, so many of them are awesome. Budgie smugglers, come on, man. That swimsuit is budgie smugglers. Get the fuck out of here. Men's briefs, like tight men's swimsuits, are called budgie smugglers. I did not know that one. That one's new to me. Shit. Pork chop, which is not referring to the meat. Nope. It's actually an insult. It's somebody who's carrying on. Stop carrying on like a pork chop. I didn't know pork chops carried on, but I've learned something new.
3-0 victory.
Motzi. Those are mosquitoes. Motzi, mosquitoes. That's, yes, nice victory. Very nice victory. Got the clean sheet. I didn't get the clean sheet. I won 6-1, but I would trade 5 of those goals for a clean sheet.
I'll take that.
A 1-0 win would be better, in my opinion, and I know that that's not a popular opinion. Gosh, there's some really great Australian lingo. The only reason I even care about that kind of thing is in case I'm ever in a situation where I have to, listen to somebody talk. I want to know what they're saying. Like Scotland's got tons, but I know every one of them and I know what they're saying when they say them, right? A goon bag. A goon. That's cheap wine. Like here, a goon is like a big tough person. There, that is cheap wine. Huh. There you go. Different meanings.
Excuse me.
Bicky. Bathers.
Yes,
Having
me.
having a whinge. Yeah, I've heard that, but it still makes me laugh every time. Goon is what a 15-year-old buys and gets pissed on. Got it. Got it.
I will be right back. Give me
See,
1 second.
whereas here, a goon is like a big tough guy that likes to throw his weight around. That's a goon. Man, that's great. So much fun. I was doing fun Scottish ones a while back too, because like that's I hear them all the time because family and so it's like to you some things will never seem out of place because you're just used to them. You know what I mean? And then you start reading from other places, and it's like wow. I love the way language evolves, especially with slang. So it's fun because in Canada, for the natives of the land, we started using Aboriginal, but that's an Australian word. So that was it. When I learned that, I thought, oh, that's interesting. So Aboriginal is an Australian word, and we started using that here too. Aggro, wow, that's like an old gaming term, but that started in Australia. So, something aggressive, aggroing, aggro. Really popular in gaming culture. That word. Uh, Fucking budgie smugglers is gonna kill me though. that's uh, that one's awesome. I had to learn a new one out of this list. I just had to, and that one's it. That one's gonna stick with me. Bright red budgie smugglers. Get unreal. Oh, you guys have some great lingo. I love it. I don't know if I'd be able to not like laugh until I cry if I heard people there using it. I mean, first dozen times anyway. It would be funny. Eventually, you just get used to it, right? But I would have to laugh and be like, "What? It's just a thing we say." Uh, but I'd have to carry. I'd have to just yeah. Yes, we used to play a drinking game here called Goon of Fortune. Look that up. So typically Australia. Ah, okay. I'll try. I'll look it up. Does it involve cards? Because we have crazy drinking games here too. Goon of Fortune. Okay. It's a spoof on Wheel of Fortune. Hilarious. Australian drinking game involving cheap cask wine. Played between any number of people. The name of the spoof on the TV show Wheel of Fortune. The number. Goon sacks are pegged around the outside of the rotary washing line. Oh my god. Players sit underneath it at the edges and agree how much wine each win involves. One player spins the hoist. And the spin stops. The winner's nearest bag must drink that amount. Players may not touch the clothesline, and penalties for breaking the rules vary. I mean, I'm sure there's some beats involved for breaking rules. I mean, if you're a bunch of kids, right? Dummy shots, we call them dummy shots. Punch somebody in the arm really hard. That's an interesting game for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. That looks dumb as hell and therefore fun if you are young. Yeah, you have dummy shots too? Okay, yeah. I don't know what you'd call them, but where I'm from, you just give people dummy shots for breaking rules on those games. Uh, too good. It's very typical of where I'm from. Yeah, and that's what I say. It's why I love language and slang, especially in different places. I love looking it up and learning it because some of them are really funny, and some of them are pretty interesting, and some of them even just make sense. I It took me so long to try to understand the differences in pronunciation between North American English and European English. But it's just the vowels, the way that the vowels are said. And I think Australia is very similar, actually. Like, just the way we pronounce our vowels, that's what changes everything. The consonants are pretty much the same. It's like an O makes kind of a U sound in Europe. So it's a, a small body of water here, like that you'd splash in with your feet, is called a puddle. But somebody in Europe would say poodle. Funny story about that another time. But yeah, that's the kind of thing that threw me off. But now I've understood that all it is how we pronounce our vowels. That's the difference. But some of them make perfectly good sense. Like living with a European person, I get to constantly hear some of these. Like we have waffles. Waffles are those little, they're pancakes with holes in them. I guess craters. But originally she called it a waffle, which would make perfectly good sense because it has an E at the end. An E at the end means that the first vowel is supposed to be long. So waffle actually makes way more sense. Like if you were to pronounce this correctly using the quote unquote rules of English, it would be a waffle, but it's not. So I don't know. Having to hear somebody say it the wrong way and realizing, that's how it should be, it happens a lot and it's funny. I'm learning so many more things like that, and most of them are really funny, but fun to think about. Makes me realize how stupid English is, really, because it's not its own language. It's all borrowed from something else. Come mid February, I have played 27 games, second behind Celtic. I have 58 points. Celtic have 61 with the game in hand. How could you be doing so well in the Champions League, but not just outright winning the Scottish League? That's the part that baffles me. You'd think if you were a highly competitive team in the Champions League, you'd just be so much better than everybody else in your league. Oh, and you didn't sign that veteran guy you posted there. I saw that. You have no idea. Weird. Just having good fortune in continental competition, I guess. Yeah, I saw you didn't end up getting Prisma Fam. Went to Hellas for Vodafone. That's the hard part, is trying to compete for well, in this case, this would have been a big signature for somebody, because the reputation doesn't go up enough, does it? Reputation tends to not climb as much as it should with team success in this game. The league you play in seems to hold it back way too much. If I see so many build nations go reasonably well, but then you hit this wall where your players just still aren't worth as much as they seemingly ought to be. Every once in a while, the game just automatically assigns an asking price to some of my players, and I don't know. I really wish it would stop doing that. From time to time, I look through my transfer values and I see a static number in there, and it's because it assigned it. I don't know what makes that happen. Rangers are third with 2 games in hand, are on 53 points. I see. They're sort of close-ish. You'd have to drop some serious results for them to catch you. I'm leading the Premier League by 9 points, but I've been leading it by 9 points for quite a while, and I'm not gaining any extra ground. I keep hoping. Oh, it's a 3-way draw for the goals now. Fourth is 18 points behind. Yeah, it's a 3-team league now, which is an improvement over where it is in real life, I suppose. Yeah, you've turned it into a 3-team league. That's definitely more exciting to have it that way. Whereas here, I'm sure if I can go and look at... Oh, look at this! Look at this! I was about to say, I bet you if I go all the way back, we're going to see the same team over and over. And we have. They definitely won every... But look at that! We have a different winner in Scotland in our game. Finally. And look at that. Wow. The top 3 in here is really surprising. It's definitely changing. Vinny Fair, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? But yeah, that's insane that this actually changed. No, kitten, you cannot lay there. Can't lay on my mouse, dude. Gotta stay over here. You got a bed here. Enjoy the bed. But yeah, Dundee, they just picked it right up. What happened with them? Did they pick up a, let's look. Did they pick up a sugar daddy? Nope, they didn't. They're just up there doing better. It's nice to see different teams at the top of this. I mean, it took forever for it to happen, according to this, but it's so cool. It's having a small issue of improving rapidly, right? That my players aren't keeping up and some are starting to want more playing time, which I can't guarantee. Yeah, that does happen when you have to start mixing and matching. And so what I had to do in those instances, and I've done it, is start making the hard decisions. Who's going to be my starter? Because then you have to transition towards a different backup who's willing to take less playing time. But you want to have quality players as your backup. That's definitely a hard balance. But I mean, if your players have long contracts, it doesn't matter if they want more playing time. Who cares? What I do sometimes is if I know I have a backup I really want to keep, I'll play them a whole bunch of games in a row till they're happy, sign them to a new long-term contract, and then return them to their backup role. Let's try that. The Welsh League if you want dominance. You think that's going to be the same in this one? Yeah, I'll check it. Let's check it. I go to Wales because I had some Welsh teams, and let's see if it's going to be TNS the whole time. Oh, we got a couple of, but those are real life ones. And Conisquay won there. But yeah, you're right. Every season we've played in this save has been TNS the whole time. I think they're the only professional team too. Still, like that. That gives them a distinct advantage being the only professional team. They're professional. Conisquay is. Oh, they're professional now. Woo! There's 2 professional teams. Everyone else is not. Because when I played a save on this, I played as Treflin, and they were in 2nd division, and I got up to the 1st, and I was competing okay, but I never ever got 1st. I was always constantly in the top 3. But the trouble with that being that you're not professional, and so all of the best players go to only one team. And therein lies the challenge of trying to overcome them. We finally got professional status, and then I got hired on to a different team. Like, I wasn't going to stay there forever. It was never supposed to be a permanent thing. It was going to be a journeyman game. So you're back. There you go.
Yes, I'm back. Sorry about the wait.
It's all right. I was just chatting about things.
Did I miss anything good?
Oh, I don't know. Probably. We were just looking at the Scottish League in our game, and we actually had a new champion for the first time in this previous season.
Really?
Yeah, because I
Who
thought I was
was
going
it?
to go look at Scotland and see the same 2 teams or even 1 team at the top. And, since we've been playing,
Uh-huh.
Celtic has won every single season until last season when Dundee United won. And currently Dundee United is winning as well. And actually Celtic's in 4th and Rangers are in 5th. So there's 3 teams that are ahead of them now in Scotland, which is rare.
It only took 14 years.
Yeah, and we looked at Wales, and it's still TNS every year, so no surprise. But they're not the only professional team anymore, so that helps.
That's good.
They're getting
That's
some
good.
competition, but not much.
That's definitely some improvement.
I like looking at leagues far in the future and seeing them actually evolve and change, but it doesn't happen much
Oh
in
yeah,
this. It doesn't happen as much in this as I'd like it to.
I agree. I'm the same way. I once had a save. I once went back to FM. I'll say FM10 and loaded only the Europe. The only league I loaded playable was Wales,
Hmm.
and I loaded every other European league in as view only
Hmm.
and simmed 1,000 years. And boy, were the results interesting. Um,
TNS won most of them.
no, actually,
Oh wait, because at that time they weren't the dominant team. And if you did that with Football Manager now, they'd probably win it every year.
TNS was the only playable league. Yeah, well,
No, TNS is the team. The New Saints is the team.
yeah. TNS was Wales was the only playable league. Rather, every other league was on view only.
But I mean, back then, if you FM10, TNS was still the dominant team, but there were other teams like Quay that were like close to them. But now there's no competition for TNS anymore. They are just by far the best team in Wales. If you were to do that sim now and sim 1,000 years, it would not surprise me if they won 1,000 times in a row. Even since we started our
Oh, I
save, they're the
can't
only
wait.
team that's won. And right now it's not close. They're still like 17 points ahead of the next team.
I wonder if I should go back and play an old FM for the hell of it.
Well, playing an old FM is no. I'm saying do that same experiment with this one and see if there's any variation in Wales whatsoever in the 1,000 years. Because I doubt it. I bet you TNS wins 1,000 times in a row.
I can definitely try it if you want me to.
It would be funny to see. We got a youth intake. I got two top talents. Oh, top talents on my team is a pretty big deal. All right, one of course one of them is a goalkeeper, which I'm not complaining about because I was actually complaining earlier. Remember, I said I keep getting goalkeepers in every save, but not this one. Well, looks like I finally got a decent-ish. He doesn't actually look that great. This is a top talent. I think the game and I have a very slightly different view on what a top talent is. Anyway, I'll sign him just in case he's going to develop better than the projection.
Say cup tie. Carabao Cup tie.
250 a week, because that's what I like. I like to give him 1,000 buckaroos so that I can get. There we go. All right, let's check out this left back. Decent physicals for a young guy. Yeah, he's all right. I think this is a good talent. When they say top talent, they're more on par with what I would think of. So we'll sign him. Gibraltar as well. Look at that. Wonder if he came through one of my youth teams. I should check out my academy teams. Oof, this guy wants a lot of money. Big sneeze. At least I got my mic off in time. Okay, that guy's getting paid a lot to sit on my bench. Do I have a team from Gibraltar in my affiliates? No, I don't. I have a Japanese team, a Danish team, a Belgian team, and a French team. Did I get anybody from those nations? Nah. All right. Tom Amos. Tell me what's going on with you. Seem A-okay to me. Maximum years, maximum years. Got a Canadian guy. for that nation is usually pretty good. You can have a youth contract. I'll have to keep my eye on him. Louis Joseph Hartleberry. He got assigned to New Gen Face. Actually, all these guys seem to have. Interesting. Okay, well, he looks pretty good. You get to have a full term contract. Andy Bennett. Ooh, you need to. You're okay in some places and not as good in others. Needs a lot of development. We'll see how he turns out. Sean Grace. You are definitely a contract kind of guy. Louis. Really? This guy's name is Louis. Have a youth contract, Louis. Oh, Martinez. Have a youth contract. Stephen Hart. I don't think I have anything that truly stands out as phenomenal this season. I mean, that's true last season too. Most of my youth candidates I've been buying from other teams. I think I've only had a small handful of guys come through my academy that are buying for. But I mean, you can't get too many on your own. Bojang. Although I didn't realize that this game would be assigning faces to my youth players. It's good to see. I think this guy's a bit of a sleeper. Nothing else. He may be able to contribute to my U21s, and that's something I want. Steven Swanson. Or it's not Swanson, it's Swan. Looks like garbage, but I'll follow Jacob's pattern of signing everyone. And one last guy. Harry Prince. Okay, he's got a potato head. Everybody else got a real face but him. Oh no, I guess a couple of these guys got potato heads. Oh well, anyhow, there we have it. I'm going to sign up all my youth candidates. Because that's what we do, right? Sign them all. You just
Yep.
never know. And it's true.
I don't like.
I've had like a half star guy but I would normally release, a few months later end up being like 2.5 stars. Like, well, glad I didn't throw him away.
Can you save it real quick?
You can save it as quickly as the game saves.
I don't like doing team talks before a cup final.
Nope, pretty much the worst. Wednesday's your cup final?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have a game, so I get to watch yours. Ray.
I'm not doing. I'm not doing one.
No team talk? Yeah, that's just as good. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with saying nothing. Let them sort it out. What? What? You want?
Listen, 5 stars in almost all coaching categories. Actually, I lied. only in 2 of the 11. Excuse me, jeez Louise.
And off he goes to go lay up close again. Bam. You're attending this
Yeah.
game. This is the final, huh?
Yes, sir.
uh, has either of us won a domestic cup yet? I don't know. I'm going to check history, past winners. Well, I haven't won that one. I lost to City in 3 seasons ago. Arsenal is the current holders, and they're playing you, so that's fun. And then there's FA Cup history, past winners, and no, I haven't won that one either. Although you were the runner-up for the FA Cup last year, and Arsenal beat you. So we have both made a cup final and lost. You traditionally lose to Arsenal. Let's see if you can change
That'll
your tradition.
change.
See if you can change your tradition. But neither of us has won a domestic cup yet. Sad though that is. We won them when we were in Denmark, of course, but not here.
Yeah, with ease.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say with ease. Some games were hard, but
Three. I don't. We have Tiago and Carlotti out on injury.
lame. Doesn't help.
It doesn't.
Let's go see if Arsenal has any injuries. Check. And they are completely healthy, because of course they are. Ah, good lord. The one time you want your opponent to have some injuries to balance things out, and no, their team is quite healthy. Some of their players are on slightly low condition, but that's not going to stop them from playing them. We know that. They still have Saka. He's 32, but he's still there. Odegaard's 35, but he's retiring. Wow, Odegaard's retiring at 35. So Ramsdale is 35. He's still there. Fofana is 33. Big cup game. Am I supposed to know the names of some of these players? Because I don't know them.
Which team?
He's just showing me his starting 11 versus Bayern Munich. Like, I don't know the names of those players. Like, I think I'm supposed to know some of them, and I don't. Kitten, stop it. Stop messing around with the monitor. It's too soon for food. Lay down. Get fed at 10, dude. Same as every day. It's like, I don't know what time it is. I'm a cat. My stomach says it's time. You're just a stomach on legs, aren't you? On most part.
So Reese has a headband. Let's see if you can see that during the match.
He wears a headband? Oh, neat.
Yeah, a green headband.
Big old knot in your fur right here. I got it. I worked it out. You have so many knots in your fur, dude. What happens when you have super long hair, huh? That got him delayed. 3 minutes, and we are you're up 1-0 away. Well, there you go. Nice.
Damn.
That's the way to do it. Let's see if
Oh, you're not talking to me.
no. I am not talking to you. You're not playing away.
I know. He got me confused for a moment.
Ah,
Have a go. Have a go.
I mean, it looks like you're playing away, but you're not. There we go. Lee McDonald doing what he does
Offside.
best. It is offsides. You are right. His name's not up there. Therefore, all right, buddy, come on. You can't go lay on my mouse. You have knots everywhere in your fur.
Oh,
This is hilarious. What you're up to? Oh, 2 goals scored after 5. Nice. There you go. Fast starts can help. That's a matter of trying to keep it. That's the hard part. Hanging on to big leads. Angelo. Of course they have him. That's where he went after all. Yep, they scored from a corner. Exactly. Fast starts are nice, but it doesn't mean shit sometimes. There's only one shot on goal in this game so far. This is a boring game. Oh, and Lee McDonald is really tired all of a sudden. Did he take a knock?
no.
He's just really tired. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, he plays a lot.
Come on, boys. Nice reaction from the dressing room. Lots of bad pass, but we retained possession.
It's a good recovery and then a bad pass from Camacho there. Shouldn't McDonald be on the left wing and Camacho up top? Or are they swapping off during the game?
Nope. McDonald should be up top and Camacho should be on the left because own goals like that are amazing.
No, but never mind the goal. Are they swapping in the game?
No.
Oh, you know you can do that, right?
Yes.
It's a great way to throw off a defense.
Oh,
Hasn't McDonald scored the majority of his goals from the left wing?
I don't know. You can check that.
He scores almost every time I see him play left wing. I've never seen him score playing striker.
That will change today.
Mm, I hope so. I know Camacho plays striker, naturally.
Oh,
Oh,
what a block.
yeah. The defense boxed him out of getting a good shot there. Derek O'Reilly with no nonsense. Not having it. Actus got that one out. Yeah, remember McDonald playing left wing scores, but he also tracks back, plays good defense, and wins the ball back a lot. I remember him doing that. He's down 3-2. Yeah, well, that's reality clicked in, did it? It's tough to go up quickly sometimes. They have been
Oh,
dominate after a dominant is what you meant. Okay, yes, yes.
unwide.
Tends
Oh,
to happen from time
Camacho's
to
gonna
time.
lose it.
You can't spell. It's okay. I knew what you meant. I figured it out.
is the passing just isn't there. We're gonna get beat on this counterattack because of it.
Oh, that right there sucks because the original shot didn't go in, but no recovery. Oh, darn it. Rodrigo is gassed.
I know.
Oh, sorry. I just make mental notes that I'm looking at. I'm not telling you anything. You do what you like. I just make comments on things I see in the game.
Fair
I'm
enough.
not actually doing commentary, but some people do that. Eh? I've watched some streamers. They actually sit there doing commentary. I'm like, wow. They scored three between 55th and 60th minute. Uh-huh. That's typical of sometimes these AI teams.
Why are you going all the way back, man?
Come on. Oh my
Wow.
god. And it counts. Oh. Eh. Where's the dislike button? CB scored one from open play. That's great. I love it when that happens. I love when defenders score from open play.
We made a lot of subs.
Yeah, well, I mean the numbers suggests they should be ahead, but it's still tough to take. Come on, pull one back. Pull it back.
Oh,
Ah,
and your goalkeeper's on a 6.3. Tough to win the match.
your goalkeeper's on a 6.9.
It says mine that he's on a 6.3.
Wacky. Mine shows he's on a 6.9. There you go. And it's good. All right. He scored two shots on goal. Well, I guess one of them was an own goal, so it didn't count. Come on. Nice breakout. They pressed and you got around them. You got numbers. You got the numbers. You've got the power. Win this cup.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was not a bad effort, honestly. It really wasn't. This is your result? 5-5? 5-5? That's a really crazy result. That would have been an entertaining game for the casual. 94th minute equalizer for them. Oh, you were up a goal. That's painful.
He's onside.
Yeah, he was.
Oh.
Oh. On the bright side, you get an extra substitute for extra time. Sometimes not that that really matters, but come on, put it away. Ooh, it would have been so nice to put it away. All right. Extra time. You don't really have a extra player.
I have to pee again.
All right. Striker got a 9.2. I'll bet he did. Somebody had a good score with that many goals. Okay. Because I'm in charge of the team, which means go score now.
On the through ball.
I thought you were going to the bathroom.
Oh,
They,
that's a good ball.
they were going to score if I was in charge. I thought you were in the washroom. Go to the washroom during the penalties. Then they don't have to stress you out.
Penalty, ref. Wide goal.
Nice. Time waste. And if I may suggest, put in Pateno for Atkiss. Not only gassed, he's only 6.6. It's not terrible, I mean. But fresh legs and time wasting is always positive. 3 goals on 3 shots. That's awesome. Is this them coming to tie it up?
It's me making a sub, so
Yeah, then nothing came of that play. That's good. I say hell. Oh,
missed tackle.
be okay. Get it down the pitch, you guys. That was nice. Plenty of
Wide.
confidence here.
Down the line. Crossed on the ground. Crossed on the ground. Goal.
Oh, nice. That one counts too. That should put it away. There we go. We should have our first domestic cup win here, huh? And this is with time wasting. So they took extra time to find passing, assuming you turn time wasting on.
I did.
Yeah. And so they're finding extra passes, which is actually a really nice thing in this instance. I have played entire games with time wasting on just so that they'll back pass more because they explore more space that way rather than constantly trying to move the ball forward.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
All right. There it is.
What the hell? Best viewers and followers. Get the fuck out of here. Stupid bots.
Yeah, Reese has a headband.
I gotta ban a dumb bot. He does have a headband. Yeah, look at that. Right on.
And P, a happy man.
Well, first domestic cup between us. That's good that you managed to pick that one up. And oh, Riley had a good game. Ooh, nice. 120 minutes. He played the whole game and he had a solid rating and he did really, really well with his interceptions and tackles. And aerially, he was dominant. Love to see it.
All right. Can we save and then I can go to the bathroom?
Uh, I can't save. It needs to move forward.
Oh, okay. See if I can get this.
You want it saved. Gotta move forward.
No, I know, but I have my Garosa wants a new contract.
Oh, I have a game on Saturday. Do you?
I do not, but it was forced by his agent, so
No, no. I'm just talking about a game on Saturday.
no, I believe my next game's on Wednesday.
Yeah, I have a game on Saturday. That would be a great time for you to go to the bathroom. Is when I'm playing a game.
Yes. Qualified for the conference league.
That's perfect. See, look at that. No matter what you do, you have European competition. Although I know you want better than that.
Yeah, we want Champions League.
Yep, and right now it's very, very realistic. You're still 5 points ahead of United, even though you had that one unlucky result against Liverpool. I say unlucky, but they just smashed you. They're just good. They beat me too. Don't feel bad. Uh,
Saturday you have a game, so I don't have to worry about it then.
yeah, I keep clicking to go forward. Get there quickly because I know you got to go. Okay, some youth contracts got signed, but I'll sort those out after.
My youth team. Do that later.
You got your youth intake? Nice.
Not good though.
Was that?
It wasn't good.
Well, we don't know
Alright,
that
I'm
for
just
sure.
gonna holiday to Sunday.
Okay, Champions League
Uh,
draw.
I'll be right back.
Well, that means I have a minute. I don't need to rush. So what I'm going to do is boop in here. Take a look at these. Report. Scope all of these guys. Okay, so you are going to go to 21s. Available for U18s. Same thing. 21s for U18s. Oh, no, no, no. Not just next match. Sorry. Shit. Every match. Did I do the same with this guy? I probably did. Oh, no. No, I made him available. Amos. 21s. Available for U18s. There we go. So I have a moment. Might as well use it. Barrier is not available for this. Johnson is. Heavy match loads for everybody. This is a pretty. Oh, wait. This is a cup game. What am I doing? Yep. Need to pay better attention, I guess. Bowie or Abdulia? I always have this friggin'. Think he's the better. Yeah. A little easier now that I got that. All right, there we go. We got our team selected. I don't think we'll win, but that's okay.
All right. How are you doing?
Just got into the game. I stopped and moved my youth players around and scouted yours and did a bunch of different things since I had the time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't.
Finish sentences?
Oh yeah, that I don't do.
uh, getting tired, are you?
No, I couldn't find my youth candidates.
Ah, did you find them?
Yep.
My first glance said that you have a striker that looks okay, and I didn't see much else. That went poorly. We lost 3-1. Yeah, that happens when you rotate heavily. Sometimes you got to take those lumps. It's nice when you get a backup team that can win points, but it doesn't happen all the time. You pick and choose the spots where you're going to drop points from time to time to stay fresh.
What is this Greek? Slovak.
Yeah, I'm going to make some changes in this game. We're doing well, but I need to move that possession number back to our favor. Don't like what I'm seeing there. You decided to focus on Europe? Yeah, that's never a bad idea. Raise my players. Possession. I hate to make a change in the middle of a game. Kilich. Him after.
Oh shit! So
Was that words?
yeah.
Ah. Oh my god, my defender almost passed it into our goal with my goalkeeper had his back turned. I mean, it can happen, but that would have been upsetting considering how well we're doing. Yes, get it in there. Go, Brian. You are turning into a star.
Interesting. If the person is from the UK, I can offer them $100 a week. But if they're foreign or
Mhm.
non-UK, the minimum I can offer them is $200 a week.
Sounds right. Let's just sub off. Come on, lads. This is going really, really well. I hope we can contain it. And yeah, we ate into the possession since we switched the tactic. Arsenal are freshly tired, having just been thumped by Rochdale. So at least
Anything
that's
I can do to
that's
help.
that's what I like to tell myself, anyhow. Oh no! Oh, okay, they got one back. We're gonna have to be really careful now. I don't know what to say to them here. We're up a goal. I'm just gonna fucking praise them again. Keeps most of them happy. They are playing extremely well. Oh, come on. Oh, frick. They are really pushing for it. Oh, Faraz, nice save. Come on, time. Tick away. Tick away. Tick away. Tick away. Tick away. Yes. All right. 2-1 win. We knocked them out of the FA Cup.
Nice.
Arsenal's out of the FA Cup. My
Imagine
backups
that
beat them.
losing.
Okay. Game's done.
Yeah.
Lock that result in. Aiden O'Brien, you're turning into everything I hoped for. He's big, he's strong, and he can play in the air. My kind of striker. Did he come from my youth academy or did I buy him? No, I bought him from Aston Villa. Don't think I can, because you already played. Two. Ah, can't be bothered with this one. Tom Amos for the under 21s. Oh, under 21s dominated. Good job. 6-0. Oh, yeah, they dominated. Oh, but Rainford and Ankerson are both suspended. Well, that happens. I don't think Rainford can play in 21s after this year. I think he's going to be too old. So I might have to decide what to do with him. He might get sold on. But I know he's inching closer to the 150 mark. Therefore, he probably wants more playing time anyhow. Yep. Shit. He's not going to break into the top 11 anytime soon. And he is 21. Celtic Dispute Rangers 6-1. They just had a bad run last year. Yep, something like that. But hey, 6-1. That's about right. Jeez. O'Reilly lifts the trophy. That's my lone roundup for the week is Derek O'Reilly lifting a trophy. uh, he
We
really
just took the number of coaches that we have. Go ahead.
they lowered it
Yeah.
because you didn't fill the spots fast enough.
Hmm.
If you don't fill the slots, they'd be like, okay, you don't need them then. I was just gonna say I'm guessing you're probably not going to end up triggering his release clause because you spent your money elsewhere. He was pushing hard to stay on your team. Oh well,
Yeah.
if nothing else, he's going to be worth a lot more now to another team. So that is the scouting of your team, and Tony Smith looks like he's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
He's short, so I'd play him on the left wing, but he's a decent prospect out of all of them.
Right.
It's the only one I could see. I mean, I guess there was a guy named Newbie. He might be decent, but he needs a lot of development. Now, Tony Smith looks like an okay candidate, though. Don't know what your guys say. Like, maybe my scouts are wrong and yours are accurate. That's always possible.
Okay, you're good. They say he can be
Sorry, didn't know you were doing that.
just he can improve a lot.
No, let's hope he does. You never know. Worst case scenario, you flip him for some cash down the road.
Absolutely.
So I'm in the semi-final. I get Manchester City in the semi-final. In the final, I'll play either Liverpool or Newcastle, probably Liverpool. But yeah, so it's going to be a tough road to win. Not that that's a surprise in any way.
I think you'll be able to do it.
No, we'll see. It's a much longer run than I've had before, and I'm happy to get my youth players this much playing time.
Mhm.
My goalkeeper is actually starting to develop now. My backup keeper. He's looking like he'll be a very
Rosso
good
has
backup
signed
keeper.
a new deal. He is now at Rochdale for the next 7 years.
Right on. Yeah, he's got a lot of
3 year
upside.
deal with, I'm sorry, it is a 4 year deal with an optional 3 years extension clause.
Yeah, he's got a lot of upside. So what has O'Reilly managed to boost his level to? 58 to 62. What was your buy clause? 62. So he actually hasn't increased his value at all. Well. I thought he would have. He's playing quite a bit.
Excuse me.
Wants a new contract. Oh, come on, Marcos. Really? Doing this again, are we? How badly underpaid is he? And that's not terribly underpaid.
Am I able to hit continue or are you doing contract right now?
No, go. I hit continue so that you can. Looking at things while I wait. Ah, played for the national team and played well.
World Cup is this summer in our game.
Sorry, what?
The World Cup is this summer in our game.
Oh, nice. That's good. I want to see some of my players make that. Rodriguez just debuted for Spain. Barrier just debuted for France. So I got a couple of new players on their national teams there.
I would not have had Argentina versus Cape Verde on my bingo card for World Cup matchups.
No. What? That's a thing.
Yeah, yep, in this game. Group F is Argentina, Cape Verde, and Switzerland.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, who's this guy play? Inter. They do have a really good striker, but that's it. That's it though. Any other interesting teams? Barbados made the World Cup.
Nice.
I did not have that one on my bingo card. They play Norway and Morocco.
So I think I might switch to a French keeper because I could get this guy up to be the starter. Let's see, I'm gonna watch him. I declared interest in him. Get some Sign a scout to him. Oh shoot, sorry. That's the worst thing I can do for people that are watching. They're like, oh my god. Let's try to be quick. I need to sign a scout. I don't remember which of these scouts. Scouts France. Well, this guy's got a French name. It's going to be him. Why not? There we go.
Wow.
What the hell?
Did you play as the Denmark national team? You did, right?
I did, yeah. Won the World Cup too.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It was pretty crazy that we won the World Cup. That was before Ericsson retired and all that stuff. It was a decent squad, and then a bunch of guys retired, and I was like, well, yeah, you got to go out on top sometimes. I don't blame them. Kind of left us scrambling to get some replacements, but replacements were coming along nicely when we decided to swap teams. That's okay. I have no regrets. I got to play out the alternate reality series. I got Denmark to third, if you recall.
That's just insanely impressive.
Well, the
The
season I was
result of
going
you
the
managing.
season I was doing, the whole objective was to pass France for fifth, and we did so well on all fronts that we ended up in third. So I was like, "Yep, this is good." If I had
Go out on a high.
if I had continued managing those four teams, though, I could have supplanted England for first. I could have easily. I know I could have done it with enough time, but playing as four teams is exhausting.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, that was way
Uh,
more than I want to do. So I just not again. Rainford got a cap for England. Well, that's what I was saying. He's starting to get really good. Rainford is going to have to be transferred out this year, I think, because I cannot give him the playing time he's going to want. Getting too good. My backups. He's capped out. I don't know if he hasn't hit his potential completely, but he's at 150 now, and I think that's good enough time to sell him. 150 ish. Could even be more for all I know. Just in that vicinity. It's a shame I can't fit him in somewhere because he's got some great attributes that I like, but he's just not ever going to push anybody else into the squad. Have a look at this result.
One what sucks?
Vacuum cleaners.
Coming into the squad and not even 2 weeks into your career, you're out for 6 months.
1-0 over Bayern in the second leg.
Spinal injury.
So you had a 5-5 draw, and then the second leg you win 1-0 to get a 6-5 aggregate victory. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Very contrasting games, very different results. But hey, a win's a win. You take it. And he scored in the 121st minute. Yeah, even better.
have a right back? Yeah, Grosso. We train you to
You
be a
just
right back?
re-signed him. I was like, really? Wait, don't you have like you have more than one right back?
Um,
Fingero?
and yeah, and
Para can
Para.
play there, but I know you play him on the left, and he's much better on the left.
Who's this guy?
Keeper at 8.2 rating. I love it when that happens.
Hmm.
What surprises me is Doig is a starter over Para. I mean, he's better now, but Para's got way more upside. And he's starting to don't want him to age out of his upside.
Let's see. Parsing 14.
You can look at crossing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You don't?
No, no, not anymore. No.
No,
Now I look at who can bring the ball forward, and your crossing doesn't have to be very good if you're, you know, higher up. Yeah, so that's what I look for. I look for guys who can bring the ball forward and shoot. So yeah, my guy. Let's see. This guy's only got 12 crossing, but he currently has just a sec. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Tonsberg has a goal and 10 assists with 12 crossing. And Almeida has 3 goals and 9 assists with 11 crossing. Because crossing doesn't mean shit. What they do have is great physicals and the ability to bring the ball forward. And that's all I care about. Once the ball is high enough up the pitch, you just kind of throw it in the box and let the forwards sort it out. Or, they actually score a few. So, no, I don't look at crossing because it just doesn't matter to me. It's different for everyone, naturally. But that crossing bug has taught me how unimportant crossing is for your wingbacks. So thank you, crossing bug. I mean, I probably wouldn't take a guy if he had like 2 in crossing. So you know what I'm saying.
but this particular wingback had 14 in crossing.
That's I'm sure that's decent, but I don't know that that's going to contribute a lot more to his overall play than a guy with 10 or 11. I just don't know. I don't think so. I haven't seen a big difference between guys with a 10 and a 15, for example. If anything, my guys that have slightly lower crossing have more goals.
Interesting.
And their assists seem to be pretty consistent and steady with the other guys. Because, like I said, how accurate do you have to be to just put the ball in the box? Not very.
No, but there's a little bit of skill involved.
And that's why I said I wouldn't take a guy with like 2 crossing. I want them to have some. So I think my benchmark has been 11. That's it. It's low. It's much lower. Like I said, that crossing bug has made me look at it differently. Now I want guys who bring the ball forward capably, quickly. So speed has been king on the wings for me. And Almeida and Tonsberg get the ball forward quickly at their feet.
Man City's in ninth.
Good. Love to see it. So,
Crazy to think about.
it is, but I got to play them in the semifinal of the FA Cup, so they're not doing that bad. They'll probably still get into Europe if they beat me. They could still win that. I mean, I don't intend on letting
True,
them win
true.
it, but you never know. Oh, Stamenkovic, there you go. This is how it's done. 2 shots, 2 goals. DeVries still playing, eh? Got to be pretty old by now. Same with Merrick. Is that the same one I'm thinking of? It is. He's 35. This is. Oh, this is a different one, I think. It's Paul. Okay, yeah. Same. Oliver Skip, 33. Yeah, I was going to say he's going to be getting on.
Played at Spurs for a while, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Everton's in the relegation zone.
Woo! One can only hope. Do they play me again before the end of the year?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I hope I play them one more time just to put a nail in that coffin. It's the striker who scored in the pretty good striker. Yeah, he's got some good physicals. Yeah, that guy's a good striker. There's a striker right there. Just got his hat trick. Stamenkovic. Yeah. I almost moved on from that guy once, and I'm so glad I didn't. Well, I didn't know that if he was going to develop anymore. I thought he had hit his plateau, but he got a little bit better still. Not a lot, but what he did was enough. To me, he's as good a striker as I need. He has the attributes I want for the role that he plays. Not the highest rated striker in the world, but he doesn't have to be. Marcos Rodriguez gets one. Of course, we gave up our clean sheet. I kind of figured that was going to happen. We just don't get those. We don't like clean sheets around here. Clean sheets are extra bonuses we don't want to have to pay. as is Accrington tradition. Marginine gets one. Awesome. Okay, we're starting to really unload on these guys. It's 5-1 now. Time for some substitutes. Ankerson. Baker is tired. I'm going to sub off Rodriguez. Marginine. Aubrey. I'll save my last sub for the 75th minute. Or somewhere thereabouts. Just to be sure that I don't have any shitty knocks between now and then. Peterson. Oh, that was a nice try, but at that angle, the goalkeeper always had the advantage. Come on, guys, don't let them back in this. Oh, for Christ's sake. Come on, you shitheads. Why does this? I fucking hate that. Milatovic. Tempo. Oh, yes, Moines. There you go, buddy. 9th. That's incredible, actually.
Aw.
Oh my god, stop conceding, you shitheads! Seriously. What kind of dumbasses are these guys? You're about to concede again? Whew. It's a good thing we scored 6, because we've conceded 3. Almost 4 just now. On a different day, that could have been a loss. I'm going to let them know that's a let off. Yeah, they agree. Game's over.
Awesome.
Guessing that means yours is too.
Yes, sir.
Couldn't have gone very well. You sound upset.
We won.
You what? Just didn't win by enough, right?
It was 1-0 on a goal that was a pass back.
Uh-huh. So what
I,
you're saying is it's 3 points, and the reason how you got there doesn't matter?
all right, sir. Whatever you say.
No, that's something you say. uh, yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Stamenkovic with the hat trick. That was tremendous. Smash West Ham. Look at this though. 2-3 clean sheets in like the last 10 games. 16 wins in a row is great, but the lack of clean sheets is disturbing. We had a bunch back here. For some reason, we just stopped getting them.
Guys, I don't have enough money for McDonald. You should know this.
Well, wait till you qualify for the Champions League. That might change. Once you qualify for a Champions League, you might get enough money to buy him. But knowing you,
Hopefully.
you'll not spend it on him. You'll go after something else instead.
New and shinier.
I mean, yeah. It all comes down to what he contributes based on his value. He contributes a lot, but what's his value? Not for sale is his value. Well, he's at City, so I'm guessing it's going to be 100 million plus. So yeah, you could probably find somebody
Oh yeah.
for a lot less money than that. I'm excited to know what we're going to get for budgets. Honestly, like really excited.
Yeah, that's not gonna be for a while though, unfortunately, because we're still fighting for that last Champions League spot.
Let's see, we have 9 games to go. That's 27 points, and I'm only up by 9 still. Yeah, going to be a
Oh,
while for me as well. Although I know it's not about whether or not I finish first. I'm only up by 9 on second place. How far ahead am I from? Oh, Best Wonder Kids. Do I have any? 50 Best Wonder Kids. I would think I would have some of these. Oh, Rochdale has Grosso at number 6.
nice.
Oh yeah, I have Olabri is
I'm
13th.
surprised Poliak isn't on this list.
Dostal, yeah, me too, but it's more to do with reputation
Oh,
than
he is.
current.
He
Yeah,
is.
Dostal's at 19. Poliak's at 24. Fabio for Lingby's on there. Hayden O'Brien's at 29 for me. Giovanni Bishop's at 38. Good job, Bishop. Yeah, but it's more to do with reputation than their actual potential abilities. Because we know the 2 highest potential ability guys on that list are not 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are all my youth contracts that are going to expire. Oh, that's so many. I don't want to have to go through all of these. I'm just not going to worry.
Oh, Sunderland. What are you doing at Sunderland, sir? Sucking. That's
Did
what
you
you're
find
doing.
a treasure? No. Okay.
No, they're sucking.
Good to find treasures though.
It is.
That's why I was like, I think I'm going to switch it up to a French goalkeeper because I found one at a small French team who's already on the French national team as the backup, and he's not even close to his potential ability. Plus, their starter is 35. I'm like, I could probably turn this guy into
Wow.
the starter. So I'm probably going to go after him, switch it up, get a different goalkeeper because my guy is never going to make his national team. I know that shouldn't be the only benchmark, but it matters to me,
If it matters to you, then it matters to you. There's nothing we can do about it.
right? So yeah, I want my goalkeepers to be the starters for their nation. That's not going to happen for my current goalkeeper, no matter how much I like him. But the nice thing is that I could probably get 100 million or more for my current goalkeeper, which is great. And the one I'm going to buy is going to cost a fraction of that.
Nice. All
He's
right,
at a
so
smaller
this
club.
this is gonna be my last game. It is midnight.
Boo! I
I'm
understand. I do
I
understand.
know,
I get it. I get it. It's not a problem.
but next week we start off against each other.
I saw that. Yeah. I have to play Real
So,
Madrid first.
oh,
Yeah,
well, I start off against you.
indeed. But I have to play Real Madrid away before that.
So
Not that
you
I'm
guys would
thrilled.
be tired.
Well, it's a pretty strong chance, yes, that I'm not going to be able to play my best team in that one. I want to. I really do want to, but I have to play Newcastle right now. The thing is, Liverpool isn't dropping points, so they're not giving me a chance to rotate. You know what I mean? Normally, by now, I'm
Yeah.
looking at it and I'm like, okay, I got a chance to rotate, but it's not coming. So I'm 24 points ahead of United. They have 8 games left. That's 24 points. So if I get a single point in this game,
Hmm.
I'm in the Champions League.
Well, there you go.
So yeah, he's got 8, 16, 24. Yeah, and I'm 24 ahead of them. That's crazy. So why then have they not shown that I've qualified for any of the other? Because they don't know how many spots there's going to be. Well, yeah, a single point here gets us into the Champions League. So I got to play Newcastle at home. I have to play my starting lineup. I'm going to have to rest them for Real Madrid. Yeah, there's not much of a chance I can play my best players against you. The last time I played my backups against you, you beat me. And Liverpool isn't dropping points, so I don't know what I'm going to do. If Liverpool
Did
could
you say
just
you need a win?
no, I need a single point today.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You can do it.
Oh yeah, easy. I'm going to win. I'm going to get all 3 points.
Oh,
Well, we won
confident
16
you
matches
are.
in a row. That's why stop now. I mean, this could be where that winning
Sure.
streak ends. I don't know, but it doesn't seem likely. My players are not all on heavy match loads, just a lot of them. Most of my players are doing okay. Most of them that are on heavy are on low heavy, so they should be okay. They're going to be on high heavy or very heavy by the time I play you. So that's why I'm saying I don't know what I'm going to do. It depends on if Liverpool drops any points today. And they haven't been. I've won 16 in a row. They have also won 16 in a row. So that's the problem. The last time they lost was, I think, oh no, they beat me. So I don't know when they lost last. But they have lost more than we have. So at some point, they must have just had a slower start, maybe, or something. There we go. 1-0,
You did have
Stamenkovic.
a slow start.
They did. Okay. Well, that's why.
Yep.
But yeah, since then, they've picked it up. I'm quite certain they beat me the last time I played them. I could be wrong, though. I might be misremembering. Oh, gosh, that was a good chance. I'd like to get a comfortable lead so I can make early subs. So Bosley's playing for them. All right, Peterson makes it 2-0. That's somewhat comfortable, but you guys can do even better. Give me a 3-goal lead at the half, and we'll call it awesome. And their goalkeeper made an amazing save on Rodriguez, or we had it. Ah, shit. I thought for sure he was scoring on that, but their goalkeeper just kind of threw his leg out at the last second and the ball went off of it. There's Rodriguez, though. He's not stopping that one. All right, there's a 3-0 lead at the, well, presumably at the half. It's not quite there yet. Almost at the half. So I'm going to change 3 right now. Right off the bat. Oh, they made 4 changes. Holy shit. I want to this. So Rodriguez is going to have to come off. Marginate. Just to come off. Let's take out Baker. Yeah, those would be my
Wow.
three. Those are my three. Oh, is that on side? It is! Amazing. Praise my guys for that. There comes Newcastle to take my clean sheet? Probably. We're playing way too good. We can't have a clean sheet also. I mean, that would just be expecting too much. And there it goes. Just like that. Angel Barroso. Because of course. Martins gets our fifth goal off a corner. Do early time wasting, set pieces at lower tempo, really early. Don't care. These guys to be fresh for Real Madrid.
Oh, just wide.
Don't have another midfielder, do I? Should have brought a different sub. Do this. That works. And then Vida will be to come off here. Okay. Perfect. Oh, Milatovic had a good go there.
Okay.
Come on. Jesus, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, Kargard almost scored on me. That would have been upsetting, but funny. I've already had one former player score on me today.
Hey,
Okay.
guess what?
What?
We're gonna get a clean sheet.
Yeah. Still have more of them than you do overall, so whatever.
I know.
All right. Good win. And we scored a shit ton.
And
This
that was
tactic would be
Newcastle you
great
played?
for you. Yeah, that would be Newcastle. This would be a great tactic for you. Scoring tons of goals. You don't care about clean sheets.
Nope. I care about points
Yeah,
and goal differential.
there you go. And in terms of goal differential, well, we won 5-1, so we had that part in the bag.
Thank you. Now, if Newcastle loses their game in hand, we go third.
If Newcastle loses their game in hand, you get third.
We go to third.
You're going to go to third. Oh, I see. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah.
Because that,
Because that overturns the goal differential. I see it.
yep, I just want to make sure that we have more goals scored than they do. Stages. Oh no, they have two more goals scored, but so they'll still stay in third unless they lose by more than two, by two or more rather. Okie. I have to hit the hay. Wait. Okay, now we can save.
All right, so yeah, the standings are good. Like you said, you're tied with Newcastle for third right now. Goal differential is a single one. They've got a game in hand, but who do they play? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Stamenkovic has jumped up to the top of the goal scoring chart, but we're not on the clean sheets. 4 behind. Newcastle plays Norwich,
Oh, damn.
but
That's a
you
win.
you do play them head to head once more.
Hopefully, we get the win there.
If
That'll
you
be a key
that
game.
that will be the one that swings it for you is that one. So we should have we were qualified for Europa League. What? We didn't qualify for Champions League yet? Oh well, whatever. Anyway, see
Uh,
everybody next week. Until then, have a good one. Have fun, stay safe, enjoy your saves.
We will see you next Wednesday.